As House Speaker, it is an honor to join my colleagues and friends on this historic day, a historic day for the Congress and for our country. Today, more than 150 years after he was first elected to the House of Representatives, we pay tribute to the legacy of Congressman Joseph Rainey of South Carolina. In affixing his name to room H-150, both in commemoration of this milestone and to mark where he served as a member of the Committee on the Indian Affairs, we help share Joseph Rainey's extraordinary story. It is fitting we do so during Black History Month, when we celebrate many giants of American history, including many unsung heroes. Let us salute with Jim Clyburn, a proud son of South Carolina and a former history teacher who's teaching us every day. It says former history teacher, but he every day teaches us history in the Congress. A former history teacher has worked for years to share the legacy of his hero, including by unveiling a portrait of Joseph Rainey in the Capitol in 2005. Thank you, Chair Joyce Beatty of the Congressional Black Caucus, a force to ensure that many contributions of American Black lawmakers and others are known and appreciated. Thank you to Congressman Tom Rice, lead sponsor of the bill, to rename H-150 for Joseph Rainey, which passed unanimously. Thank you. And it is a blessing to be here on this momentous occasion with Lorna Rainey, the great-granddaughter of Joseph Rainey, as well as your children and nieces and grandnieces, I guess, as well as, and of whom the congressman would be very, very proud. Joseph Rainey was a brilliant orator, tireless legislator, and patriotic leader. Born enslaved, Congressman Rainey forever changed our nation when he became our nation's first Black congressman. But his trailblazing leadership in the House altered the course of our history. He helped rebuild our nation in the wake of the Civil War, fighting for formerly enslaved Americans with major civil rights bills. He fought against racial violence with the Ku Klux Klan Act, a law empowering the federal government to protect families in the South from terrorist violence. And he was a fearless advocate for human rights, from the poorest workers to immigrants to Native Americans and more. Perhaps Congressman Rainey's most inspiring legacy is an unyielding and patriotic belief in the power of our Constitution and our work for the people. In his first major floor speech, Rainey said, "The Constitution was the bulwark of freedom, protecting the humblest citizen without regard to rank, creed, or color. Tell me nothing," he said in 1871, "of a Constitution which fails to shelter beneath its rightful power the people of the country." Again, more than a century and a half later, in this spirit, Congress is carrying on his work to form a more perfect union, including by fighting to protect voting rights. It is, Speaker, it's been my priority to ensure that the Capitol tells the full story of America. Today, this building is home to statues of civil rights icons Rosa Parks, Sojourner Truth, and Frederick Douglass, brave suffragists Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Lucretia Mott, and Susan B. Anthony. They were there before I became Speaker. Indigenous leaders, King Kamehameha the First, Prope, Sarah Winnemucca, and more. And here in the halls of columns, many members will see the Rainey Room every day, a proper symbol. Now, this would not have happened without the cooperation of the Republican leader of the House. Thank you so much. The Republican, and he has been very, it's your office, it's your room, right? So thank you so much for your leadership in so many ways, for your appreciation of the leadership and the historic importance of Congressman Rainey, and for your generosity of spirit, your hospitality to enable this plaque to be in front. Now, when we go there and you see this plaque in front of it, and you see the painting of Joseph Rainey, also there, right along that hallway, is a picture of Shirley Chisholm, And when you look at the picture, remember this, she will follow you. She'll follow you right over to Joseph Rainey. Indeed, all who walk through these hallowed halls will know their stories are part of the American story, a lesson needed now as much as ever before.